5 Super Bowl appearances in the 70s, but the glory days are over, and the frustration was evident last season. But today's a new beginning, and Cowboy veterans and newcomers alike must regroup behind quarterback Steve Pelluer and the Cowboys' one-man offense, Herschel Walker. The Pittsburgh Steelers won 4 Super Bowls under Chuck Noll, but times have changed in Steeltown. Ernest Jackson is the leading rusher who will try to get things moving, along with new quarterback Bubby Brisker, who's trying to improve the passing attack. But it's the Steeler defense that will really try to turn this team around. Expecting the largest crowd to ever witness a game at Three River Stadium. Today it's the Dallas Cowboys against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The weather, threatening. It rained all night, rained hard this morning. There are thunder showers in the area. 69 degrees, and it is expected to stay cool throughout the afternoon. And hello again, everybody. I'm Tim Brand, along with Hank Stram. 2 very young clubs here today. Hank, what can we expect?
Well, actually, Tim, both of these clubs come into this game with basically the same personality. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys have a total of 42 players with only 1 or 2 years of experience in the National Football League. As a result, I think we're going to see an awful lot of mistakes here this afternoon, but I think in the final analysis, the team that is strong enough mentally and tough enough mentally to overcome these mistakes is going to be the team that wins this game this afternoon.
All right, Hank, and the Dallas Cowboys have the best opening day record in the NFL, but the Steelers are going after their 100th regular season win here at Three River Stadium. The Steelers will be kicking off. Gary Anderson will be kicking deep to Darrell Clark and Kelvin Martin. And we're all set to go. 1988 is underway. This is Clark. And he's nailed at the 20. And Clack takes it down to the 20, and that's exactly where the Cowboys will set it up. I think I said Clark, and it is Clack. Return of 13 yards as Pelluer comes on to start at quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. And starting defensive alignment for the Steelers, Aaron Jones, the rookie, gets his first start today, along with Gerald Williams and Keith Gary. The linebacking core, Hinkle, Little, Nickerson, and Carr. And in the secondary, Rod Woodson, Hall, Everett, and Cornell Gowdy. Woodson, the speedster there, his first NFL start. This is Herschel Walker, left side, and he may have lost a yard. Take a look at that offensive talent of the Dallas Cowboys. Steve Pelluer starts at quarterback, as we mentioned. Newsom and Walker are the setbacks. The wideouts, Michael Irvin and Kelvin Edwards. Offensive line, 2-A, Newton, Rafferty, Kerr, Wydell, and Doug Cosby, the tight end. It'll be second down and 11. Newsom in motion. Walker to the right side, and he gets back maybe to the line of scrimmage. Gerald Williams makes the tackle. Third-year pro out of Auburn.
And Timmy, he plays in a gap between the center and the guard. 2 guys have to block him, and obviously they didn't on that play because he came in from the inside. And also Cornell Gowdy, number 29, was almost right on the line of scrimmage. So they played really with 5 linebackers, and in spite of that, the Cowboys still ran it to strengthen the defense.
Hank, they mark it officially 3rd and 12 now. The ball in the 19 for the Cowboys. Shotgun formation. Across the middle, this is Walker. He's up close to a first down, and he'll be close depending on where they mark it. The tackle made there by Rod Woodson and Lupe Sanchez. 14-yard pickup.
And what happened on the play, they have 5 defensive backs, and they got Brian Hinkle playing Herschel Walker man for man. That's a tough responsibility, Tim. And right on the very first play of the game, that's in the pass play, they go to Herschel Walker, and he picks up the necessary yardage for the first down. He's going to be a snootful for Hinkle, I'll guarantee you.
Hank, is the reason for that, and Herschel is so physical when he gets into the secondary?
Well, I think, talking to Dungy during the course of the week, their defensive coordinator, he said they were going to use 6 defensive backs, and they were going to have Gowdy on Herschel Walker. But after looking at the pictures, they decided they would change and put a linebacker on him because he thought that Herschel Walker usually, if you let him get too close to you, it knocks off the would-be defensive back and runs the other way, and he's big and strong. And so rather than take the chance of him knocking on a defensive back, they put a linebacker, Hinkle, to take that punishment.
Pelluer hits Cosby for 5, so it'll be 2nd down and 5. Great situation for the Cowboys. That's what they were aiming coming into this ball game. 4 defensive linemen now for Pittsburgh. Pelluer on 2nd down drops it out to Newsome, and it's knocked down by Aaron Jones, the rookie.
Aaron Jones is going to be a terrific. Bottom left of the picture, we'll see a good shot of Aaron Jones, number 97. He's got tremendous takeoff, good strength. Here he is, comes off the line of scrimmage. Watch his hands come up. Watch his hands come up. Now, they try to block him low, but they didn't stay low enough to keep the hands down, and that's why he was able to block that pass.
Aaron Jones, number 1 pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Steelers line up in a prevent defense. Pelluer again is pressured up the middle, throws it complete across the middle. Making the catch is Kelvin Edwards.
Yep. Delton Hall covering man for man in the middle of your picture. He makes an outside move and then breaks to the inside. Hall just does not recover quickly enough. The ball is thrown perfectly. That kind of a pass, when you throw it in the middle area, Timmy, you got to throw it right at the numbers. That's where it was thrown, and they pick up another 1st down.
Pickup of 13, 1st down into Steeler territory. Go the Cowboys. High formation. Newsome in motion. Should be a flag. There is one. Pelluer tucks it away and picks up one. Gerald Williams may have jumped, Hank.
Yeah, excuse me, Timmy. They had 12 men on the field. The guy didn't get off the field. Nickerson didn't get off the field in time, so they had 12 participants out there.
Works better that way sometimes.
It does, but you better not get caught.
Guarantee you tried that once or twice.
Offside, number 98 defense. 5-yard penalty, repeat 1st down.
Well, they evidently thought Nickerson got off the field in time, but I didn't think he did.
Saw a shot at Chuck Noll in his 20th season as the Steelers head coach. How about Tom Landry? Ties an NFL record, starting his 29th consecutive season with the Cowboys, tying Curly Lambeau.
And had a nice visit with Tom, and he hasn't changed a bit. He's the same way, same personality, same dedication to this football team. He's done a terrific job.
Steelers go to 4 down linemen. 1st down and 6. Pelluer bounces it to Newsome. Incomplete.
Benny Thomas got a leak that time. Number 69 got in there, put pressure on Pelluer, and as a result, he threw the ball to the only open thing available, and that was the turf.
Hank, it's a little bit strange sitting back here and looking at the Cowboy uniforms and the Steeler uniforms and seeing so many new faces. 9 Super Bowls between these two clubs.
Well, I think the great thing about it is that management is strong enough and understanding enough to know they have 2 great coaches, and they stay with the people, and they maintain that continuity, and that's what it's all about.
6, Irvin in motion. This is Newsome. Newsome finds a little bit of a hole, bangs his way up across the 40 to the 39-yard line before David Little makes the tackle.
You know, I think Newsome has to be more of a factor in this offense this coming year. And in the last couple of years, he's only carried the ball about 3 or 4 times a game. That's not enough. Even though the tailback is the guy you feature, you still have to give the ball to the fullback enough to keep that defense honest.
It'll be 3rd and 2. The Cowboys bring in 2 tight ends, Cosby and Chandler. Dallas thus far in his drive, 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions.
It looks like they're leaning left for something.
Well, you know where it's going. This is Walker. Breaks to the outside, has the 1st down in the corner, and he's knocked out of bounds inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28-yard line. Cornell Gowdy is the man that finally knocked him out of bounds and may have prevented a touchdown.
They had a power formation to the left. They're leaning that way. They got a wing on that side, and they had a very slow force, and that's why the play was so successful. He came up to make the play, but missed the tackle, and Gowdy, number 29, finally makes the play.
12 yards gain for Herschel. And another 1st down for the Dallas Cowboys.
You better get a guy up in that wing a lot closer than that, because they can keep running that play with a lot of success without a better force.
Pelluer to throw, does. This is Walker. And this time, he's met in a hurry by Delton Hall. And Delton Hall is playing with a fractured wrist. Steeler Rookie of the Year, Hank, in 1987. Delton Hall, what a performer.
Yeah, what a delightful guy to talk to. We had a lot of fun talking to him the other day. He talked about everything from soup to nuts. we got to walked away scratching our head a little bit, I think.
He's a tough guy.
But he's a delightful guy. He really is.
He likes that reputation of being one of the NFL tough guys. We were talking about that earlier today on the NFL Today, but he's one of them. Second down, 13 for the Cowboys on the 31. Pelluer, quick three-step drop, and it's complete to Edwards. And Edwards takes it down inside the 15, where he's finally knocked out of bounds by Delton Hall.
Now, the reason that play was successful, Tim, they had a strong safety on the line of scrimmage outside the tight end. They had a one-on-one on the left side, and Pelluer changed the play on the line of scrimmage, took advantage of the one-on-one. Watch Hall, 35, make a false step coming up to make the play. He goes by him, Edwards does, and then he finally catches him from the backside and knocks him out of bounds. But Pelluer did a terrific job of changing the play at the line of scrimmage.
First down at the 15, quick pitch, Walker. Down to the 10-yard line. I'm telling you, he is a load. Herschel Walker, 6'1", 225 pounds. Says he's never lifted weights, Hank.
It's unbelievable. You look at him and the body definition. You think he's been lifting weights ever since he was 2 years old. And what about that workout schedule he has? So that's something.
Injured Pittsburgh Steeler player is Greg Carr. And they're working on the leg. So with 9:24 remaining in the first period, there's timeout on the field. We'll take one as well.
Deep in the cellar of the brew house, a beer was brewed with the finest Bavarian hops. For a taste so rare, so smooth, the kegs had to be guarded by lions. The beer was Lowenbrau, German for the Lion's Brew. And today, that hearty taste is still carefully guarded under license and authority of Lowenbrau, Munich. Lowenbrau, the Lion's Brew. Called for in America and around the world.
Seoul, a city of contrasts. And in the restaurants, shops, and hotels, they're proud to welcome the American Express card.
What's he doing now?
He's staring at a cigar with a funny look on his face.
Bet it's a Dutch Masters or El Producto. How come? Most of theirs don't use natural leaf wrappers anymore, but Garcia Vega still does. Garcia Vega gives you the rich tobacco taste of natural leaf wrappers. Hey, maybe the dog would like to fetch this guy an honest cigar.
And now there's Garcia Vega Whiffs, another honest cigar.
He's doing it again.
They continue to work on Greg Carr's left knee, but he did run off the field under his own power. And that's a good sign. Meanwhile, Herschel Walker, 4 carries, 17 yards, 2 receptions. And look at this, Hank.
I saw this interview a couple of weeks ago, and he talked about what he did, 1,500 to 2,000 sit-ups, 500 push-ups. He gets up about 6 o'clock in the morning and does that before practice when he's at training camp. And he only eats 1 meal a day. That's a little bit like your menu.
Yeah, that's the 1 meal I miss in between the other 5. Gets about 5 hours sleep, and yet his body looks like it is sculptured. Pelluer off to a quick start for Dallas. 5 of 7, 46 yards on this drive alone. 2nd and 3. The ball on the 8 for the Dallas Cowboys.
Pittsburgh's got a 4-man line. Play action.
This is Newsom inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. They may mark it at the 3. Brian Hinkle makes the tackle. With Carr out, the Steelers have gone to a 4-3-4 defense. Here's the first touchdown of the regular season, Hank.
Philadelphia, I think, is going to be a team to contend with. Boy, they're tough. Oh, look at San Francisco, 7-zip on New Orleans. In New Orleans, that's going to be a tough game before it's over.
First and goal at the 3 for Dallas. Herschel Walker. And Newsom intercepts. They give inside to Newsom. He's close. There is no signal. Hardy Nickerson made the hit right at the goal line, and they kept him out. That'll bring up 2nd and goal.
They liked a quick trap in that area. Talking about the Dallas Cowboys, and he ran at that time with Crawford Kerr, the right guard, pulling on the play, but he didn't squeeze it in there.
The word on Carr that we just got from the bench, sprained ankle. Although they were looking at his knee, they say he will return. Here's Dejas on to attempt the field goal. It's up and it's good. And so the Cowboys are on the board first. And with 8:42 remaining in the first quarter, it's 3-0 Dallas.
Hold on. So, did you check out any other 4x4s before getting another one of these?
Sure. There was some a little cheaper.
So how come you stuck with Toyota?
Well, my old one never let me down. How many things can you say that about?
Yeah, but if you could have saved a few bucks.
Why take chances?
What chances?
You got any idea how far it is back to town?
Toyota quality. Who could ask for anything more?
Hey, Dennis, they're gaining. Dennis, they're gonna catch us.
Seems like we just won the America's Cup. They're already trying to take it away? No problem, mate. We've got a great boat and a great crew. And we've got Pepsi on our team. Pepsi's had a few challenges, too. They've always blown the competition away. Let them have it!
G'day. Pepsi, a proud sponsor of the America's Cup defense.
Excuse me, Mr. Palmer, about this Arnie's Caddy giveaway. Pennzoil's giving away 50 new 89 Cadillac sedan DeVilles. I just mail in entry forms from Quality Pennzoil? Wow. 50?
Arnie's Caddy giveaway. Enter today.
For a caulking material to stick tight, it has to stay flexible. And Dow Corning silicone sealant has twice the flex of conventional caulks. Dow Corning silicone. It stays put because it stays flexible.
Dallas Cowboys sharp on the first drive. Touchdown inside by Newsome. The extra point by Zendejas is good. This is Newsome banging inside. And Hank, the life of me, I saw the Cowboys raise hands. I did not see the officials raise their arms on the touchdown.
I'm with you, Tim. I didn't either. I thought they stopped him the way, and I kept looking for an official. We were just wrong. I was, and but it was a touchdown. Cowboys lead 7-0.
Luis Zendejas to kick off. Stone deep for Pittsburgh. This is Dwight Stone, number 20. He has a hole on the right side. Across the 40, finally knocked out of bounds on the 47-yard line by Zendejas. So Bubby Brister comes on to quarterback the Steelers. And the defensive unit he'll be facing, Too Tall Jones, who had a marvelous preseason along with Brooks, Noonan, and Jeffcoat. The linebackers, Burton, Lockhart, and Jacks. Lockhart the key there, and the secondary led by Everson Walls. First down, this is Stone. And he's into Cowboy territory quickly before Ron Burton can make the tackle. Offensively for Pittsburgh, Bubby Brister's the quarterback. Jackson and Stone, the setbacks. Lips and Thompson are the wideouts. Lewis Lips, of course, the key there. Wolfley, Ringstra, Webster, the longtime starter at center. Long, Tunch Ilkin, and Preston Gothard is the tight end. Second down and 8. Ball just inside midfield. Give inside to Stone, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all. Eugene Lockhart made the tackle.
People have been saying this for a long time, Tim, about the Dallas Cowboy defense. Their flex people like to run right at it to get as much as they possibly can, and play-action passes, throwing on first down is very important to any success that you might hope to enjoy when you play the Dallas Cowboys, especially on first down against the flex defense.
Merrill Hodge comes into the ball game along with Rodney Carter. Carter, their third down receiver. It is 3rd and 7. 7-0 Cowboys. Flag flies. There was motion on that Pittsburgh line. The pass is complete. We'll wait for the flag. But Charles Lockett has enough for the first down, but it looks like it will go against the Steelers. It's against Pittsburgh.
The one thing about both of these quarterbacks we're going to see this afternoon, they're both very exciting. They
Illegal motion, 73 offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat third down.
That's Craig Wolfley.
And he's playing left tackle, and he normally plays left guard, and that's quite a change for him in a very short period of time. I talked to him yesterday, and he said everything's fine except the footwork on pass protection is difficult to get used to, and that's really the problem.
3rd and 13 for the Steelers. It's 7-0 Cowboys. Dallas goes to its 40 defense, 7 defensive backs in the ball game now. Brister chased out of the pocket across midfield, and he's got the first down.
Now that's what happens when you use the 7 defensive backs. Watch the middle wide open. They get penetration. He's back in the pocket. He's got great escapability skill. He sees the cavity on the right side, takes off at a straight line. He knows exactly where he goes, and he slides into second base. Safe. First down.
Gotta like the confidence in this guy. He walks into camp this year, walks to the media and says, I'm the man. Write that down. And then he backed it up. Had a fine preseason.
This would be a good time for a play action right here. Let's see if they do that.
First down at the 42.
Or a rollout or something.
Brister with time, throws deep, just floats it up there, and it's incomplete. Billy Bates was the closest man to it. Looks like it was intended perhaps for Lewis Lips, but he had gone to the outside. The ball went to the inside.
He got some pressure, and it's amazing. He threw that ball that far, falling away. He threw the ball falling away and got it way over the top to make sure that he avoided the possibility of an interception.
It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for Pittsburgh.
On board,
Lewis Lips, V.G. Thompson come to the bottom of your screen. Twin receivers. Stone and Jackson are the setbacks. This is Jackson. Big hole up the middle. He's close to another first down for Pittsburgh. Danny Noonan made the tackle. Noonan has been sitting out. He had a bad hip flexor, they call it.
Watch this now. Watch the trap blocking. Done a draw play. They cross at the line of scrimmage. Good seam, good hole, and Downs finally makes the tackle. Number 26.
That'll bring up 3rd and 2. Goddard and Hinnett are the 2 tight ends now. Power formation for the Steelers. Inside to Jackson. He's got the first down. It does up here.
You know, the Dallas Cowboys have talked an awful lot about playing power football. They want to get away from the reputation they've had about being a finesse football team. And I think that's going to be very important for them today to establish that tough personality that they want to establish. And so far, they're doing a pretty good job of it.
They're going to measure. Tom Landry, 29 years with the Dallas Cowboys.
Tom yesterday if he still enjoyed coaching as much as he has, and he said, without a doubt, I enjoy it as much now as I did when I got started, which is quite a strong endorsement.
Really enjoyed talking with him last night. He appeared loose, insightful, gave us some good things to look for today. 63 years old, Tom Landry.
Just a kid.
First down, Steelers. Ernest Jackson gets a block inside and carries a couple of tacklers across the 30 to the 27-yard line before Billy Bates makes the tackle.
Webster, number 52 that time, pulling from the center position, got a block on Jeffcoat, and they ran inside of him. You don't see that happen very often, but this is his 15th year in the National Football League. Webster, and he's one of the great centers that's ever played the game.
Captain of that offense. Webster's the oldest center in the NFL. You talk about how old he is. He's the oldest in the league. 9 Pro Bowls, 4 rings. 2nd and 7 for the Steelers. Good-looking drive for Bubby Brister and his team. Stone and Jackson, the setbacks. Stone goes in motion. Brister back to pass. This time he has time and throws it to the right side to Lewis Lips. First down, Steelers.
Lewis Lewis Slips has been in the hospital. We talked about that. Talked to him before the game on the field. He said he feels fine, but he's in the hospital the last 2 days.
Been suffering from the flu bug.
Watch the middle linebacker Lockhart on a blitz. Here he comes, kind of a delayed blitz. He's coming up the middle, gets through the cavity, hits him late, but he gets rid of the ball before he's able to get a shot. But that's Lockhart, one of the outstanding middle linebackers in the National Football League. No question about that.
On first down, to give it to Jackson up the middle. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Good-looking drive for the Steelers. Gary Anderson for the extra point. No question about it. And we're tied.
Here we see the same trap blocking again. Watch Terry Long, the right guard, pulling to his left. Big hole right up the middle. And really, they ran right through there like it was a bag drill.
Anderson now has 175 extra points in a row. The touchdown goes to Jackson.
You really have to be careful out there. The road's full of surprises. Since I got Michelin's, I feel in control, sure of myself and my car. Look, no tire can stop surprises. I know, but with Michelin's, you can be ready for them.
Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires.
The ice caverns, where a beer was kept pure in the cold. A beer so rare, so smooth, the kegs had to be guarded by lions. That beer was Lowenbrau, German for the Lion's Brew. And today, that smooth, hearty taste is still carefully guarded under license and authority of Lowenbrau Munich, the Lion's Brew. Called for in America and around the world.
A videotape that guarantees original brilliance and sharpness even after 500 plays? This is the tape that does it. BASF. Because every time you play it, or play it again, or record over it, play after play after play, the original brilliance and sharpness always comes through. So if you're looking for the videotape that just keeps coming back for more, ask for BASF. Because even after 500 plays, the original brilliance always comes through.
The 24th Annual Symphony Fashion Gala will take place on September 9th at 1:30 and 8:30 and September 10th at 1:30. Tickets are available at the Heinz Hall box office.
And an impressive drive for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So Anderson will kick off now. And deep for Dallas will be Clack and Martin. High end over end kick will be taken by Clack at the 2. Dives across the 20 to the 22-yard line. Take another look at that touchdown, Hank.
Now watch Reenstra, number 79, the left guard. He's the key. He goes on the inside of Noonan. Watch him, and he gets right through there. They trap with Long, but I think the play was designed to go outside, but he goes inside, and watch 79 gets a piece of Michael Downs, and as a result, he clears the way, and Jackson goes in there for the touchdown. Reenstra's blocked the key.
52 yards, 9 plays. Took only 3:08 for Pittsburgh to tie this game at 7. 3:01 remaining in the first quarter. First down, Dallas. Herschel Walker bangs inside. Not much going there. Ball's loose. Everett has it for the Steelers. Keith Gary made the hit. Everett made the recovery, and Pittsburgh has the football.
Here we see it again. Watch Herschel go into the hole. Watch him get hit in the outside by Little. Number 50 gave him a good shot. The ball bounces out, and Everett recovers the fumble, number 27.
Little and Gary got there in a hurry and stripped it loose. And there's T-Bone, Thomas Everett. Listen to this crowd. Brister calls for quiet. First down at the 17. Give inside to Jackson. Finds the going tough. Picks up a couple before Ed Too Tall Jones wrestles him down.
You know, it's funny. We're talking to Bubby yesterday, and I said, what about your plan in a critical situation? Where are you going to run, right or left? He said, I guarantee you we're going to run away from Too Tall Jones as much as we possibly can. He's been great all preseason. And they're come right back early in the game, and they run right at Too Tall Jones, and he makes the play. Now, figure that out.
Too Tall. Somebody gave us the wrong stuff.
So much for game plan.
14-year veteran, Too Tall. Second down and 8. Brister in trouble, throws deep. Ball's up for grabs. Incomplete. It was intended for Lewis Lips.
Michael Downs was blitzing on the play. Watch the pressure up the middle with Michael Downs, number 26. Watch this now. You come into the picture. There you see him. He's in hot pursuit. Brister, in spite of that, gets rid of the football. And look at Lockhart, number 56, give him a little shot and a smush and knock him down, but there's no penalty on the play.
Dangerous pass from the young quarterback.
Here we see it again. Lockhart, 56, blitzing up the middle, and Downs, number 26, blitzing from the linebacker position.
Everson Walls, the 8-year veteran for the Cowboys, just knocked it loose. It'll be third down and 8 from the 15. That pass behind Lips.
That time, Billy Owens, the outside linebacker, was blitzing, or the strong safety, blitzing on the play. They have an automatic for that, Tim, and they want to throw the ball inside on a quick slant. He threw it off balance, and as a result, didn't get it out in front like he wanted to. And for that reason, it was not called, falls incomplete. And now they have to settle for a field goal. And Dallas did a terrific job defensively, stopping that drive.
32-yard attempt by Anderson. The hold is good. The kick is up. And the Steelers take the lead. So with 2:03 remaining in the first quarter, it's 10-7 Steelers.
In Matilda Bay, there's only one thing that'll turn an ordinary night on the town into a night to remember. Matilda Bay Cooler.
Little nip of the smooth refresher.
Matilda Bay's a different kind of cooler, now made in the States. It's sensationally smooth, exotically refreshing, wildly unique. Try original fruit and new special dry. Take your taste away from the everyday.
Now the final chapter, students, in Bosworth's book of etiquette. Personal hygiene. I suggest the maximum protection of new Right Guard Sports Stick from Gillette. Antiperspirant and deodorant. Anything less would be uncivilized.
Do it yourself.
Do it for yourself. Do yourself proud with Minwax and Wood.
Wood finish for beautiful color like no other. And Minwax polyurethane for fast drying protection that lasts.
Do yourself proud with Minwax and Wood.
You wouldn't back out on your baby brother now, would you?
Me?
Hey, here it comes.
I see it. All right. She's all mine now. Hand her over. Right here? Hey, deal's a deal.
I can't believe I agreed to this.
When a truck is built to last, like a Toyota, there's no telling how many times you'll hand it down.
The hat?
Thank you.
Long-lasting Toyota quality. Who could ask for anything more?
This is the first opening day ever played here without the Chief, Art Rooney. And in just a stone's throw from the stadium here at Three Rivers, this billboard. And that stands just a block from his house. The Steelers are wearing a patch on their jersey in honor of Mr. Rooney. And the Cowboys, representing the sentiments of the entire league, are also wearing a decal on their helmet. This is Clack, who takes it across the 20. And again, the Steelers special teams down in a hurry, take him down at the 24-yard line. Tim Brandt, Hank Stram with you from Three River Stadium, standing where the Allegheny, Monongahela, and Ohio Rivers meet. And they were expecting a sellout crowd, a record crowd here at Three Rivers. 1:55 remaining in the first period of play, regular season. And it's 10-7 Steelers. Pelluer, the quarterback for Dallas. Power I formation. Irvin now in motion. Pelluer to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It was intended for Kelvin Edwards. It was underthrown, and Woodson almost had the interception.
You know, the Irvin on the other side was wide open. He never took a look at him over there, but he had Hall licked on the right side. So, of course, it's a lot easier to see things up here at the press box than it is on the field when they're rushing you at ground level.
Pelluer now 6 for 9, 51 yards for Dallas. It'll be second down and 10, ball on the 24. 4 defensive linemen for the Steelers. Play action. The fake is to Walker, and it's thrown incomplete to Newsom, but the play was made by the pressure on Pelluer.
Nickerson, 54, got good penetration there that time, and there was a question, maybe last year it might have been in the grass, but now you have to have position, good possession of in the grass, and have good control of them before they're going to make that call.
Pittsburgh goes to its prevent defense. Linebackers come out. Hinkle stays in. Sanchez, Henton, and Reese all in the ball game now for Pittsburgh. Third down and 10 for Pelluer. Again, there's pressure, and Pelluer has to scramble. He's got the first down across the 40 to the 43-yard line. Steve Pelluer.
That's the great thing about having quarterbacks, young quarterbacks who have that kind of ability to run, and they're very decisive. We saw Brister do it a little while ago. Now we come right back with Pelluer doing the same thing. Watch this now. Watch Pelluer back in the shotgun. Now watch, he sees the pressure. He steps up into the pocket. And the great thing about it is he's very decisive. Thomas, number 69, is in hot pursuit, but he doesn't get there in time. And, of course, he makes the necessary yardage for the first down. A great play by Steve Pelluer.
Pelluer's been impressive, Coach.
He really has been. There's a counter trap.
Newsom bangs his way out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Aaron Jones, the rookie, makes the tackle there.
I think the Cowboys, talking about their power offense, I think they still have that same personality. From a finesse standpoint, they shift and create formations and try to create a moment of indecision. But when the ball is snapped, they're trying to get more repetitions, run the same plays more often, and let Herschel Walker get a start and go through would-be tacklers. That's what they're talking about when they talk about power football.
Second and 7, Dallas. Newsom's getting an early workout, 3 carries, 10 yards. That's above his career average.
Yeah, I'll ask for a raise.
This time the give is to Walker. He's up the midfield into Pittsburgh territory.
And I think the key, really, I think Pittsburgh feels if they can slow him down. Talking about Herschel Walker, he's the key. They have to stop him. They're not going to stop him. I shouldn't say stop him. They're going to slow him down a little bit. If they do that, they've got a great shot.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter. So the end of the first quarter. With the score, the Steelers 10, the Cowboys 7.
Michigan, Notre Dame. What more could you want from a college football game? Next Saturday night on CBS Sports.
There's a new star in the Dallas Cowboys backfield, a premier running back in the NFL. And there's a new dancer with the Fort Worth Ballet. His name is Herschel Walker, a remarkable young man.
I believe that all of us have untapped talents and abilities to reach for new horizons, to be the best we can be. That's why I work as a United Way volunteer here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Herschel works with young people from the Bataan Community Center to help them discover and develop their cultural roots and their artistic heritage. United Way is helping young people through agencies like the YMCA, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and the boys' clubs and girls' clubs to ensure they reach their fullest potential.
Because the United Way, it brings out the best in all of us.
This message furnished by the National Football League.
CBS Sports coverage of the National Football League is sponsored by Miller Brewing Company, sole sponsor of the U.S. Olympic Training Centers. Toyota, there's quality. Who could ask for anything more? And by Minwax Wood Finishes. Minwax makes wood beautiful.
Steelers bring in their prevent defense to start the second quarter. It'll be 3rd and 4 on the 49 for Dallas in Pittsburgh territory. Both clubs have looked rather sharp thus far. One turnover, that was the fumble by Herschel Walker. Touchdown by Newsom. Touchdown by Jackson. Field goal by Anderson, and that's where we are. It's 10-7.
Really, the execution on both teams, as you mentioned, Tim, has really been sharp and crisp.
Dallas 4 for 4 on third down conversions this afternoon. This is Pelluer. Hits the ball out to Newsom. He's hit immediately. It's Cornell Gowdy who makes the tackle, and he was with him all the way.
And the players call him Kurt Gowdy, after our old pal.
The Cowboy.
old Cowboy, yep.
Another completion for Pelluer, but it doesn't help. Mike Saxon will have to punt it away.
I was down on the field with him and talking to Agajanian before the game. He was putting him up there 5 points free hang time in pregame warm-up.
Watch him here, Coach. He's an expert at downing the ball inside the 20. Last year he had 20 down inside the 20-yard line.
Usually when you talk about it, it never happens. Let's see what happens here.
High spiraling punt. Lupe Sanchez will call for the fair catch and let it hit. And there you go. It hit on the 7, bounced back to the 13, and it was down by Clack. Two college football powerhouses hook up next Saturday night. 10th-ranked Michigan against the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame, and that game can be seen on CBS beginning at 9 o'clock Eastern time. And Michigan has been a thorn in Lou Holtz's side out at Notre Dame, Hank.
Well, I tell you, Bo is still squeaking about that loss last year, and so that's going to be a very competitive game like it always is.
Last time they met in South Bend, controversial non-touchdown at the end of the game by Notre Dame. Michigan won that one. This is Dwight Stone, left side, and he's taken down near the line of scrimmage. He'll bring up second down. Eugene Lockhart made the tackle.
And Jack's number 53, the right linebacker, hung in there tough. Got the shoulder down there good and low and helped on making that play to the inside.
Dallas has been decimated by injuries. They had a lot last year. Countless lineup changes in the defense. Guys like Heckman and Lockhart last year. And that trend continued in the preseason with Heckman and Gore and so on at outside linebacker. This is 2nd and 10. They drop the ball outside to Stone. Stone picks up a couple. And again, it's Garth Jacks.
And he's in a great position right there. He's down good and low in a good hitting position, and it's tough to make an open field tackle on Stone, but he made it. Beautiful form on the play. Garth Jacks, number 53.
Out of Florida State. He was watching that game last night. I'm sure he didn't like it being the alum of FSU.
I think he's probably looking for the fire department.
It'll be 3rd down and 8. Ball on the 17 for the Steelers. Dallas goes to its 40 defense. 7 defensive backs. The key to that, 89 Lockett. When he comes in for the Steelers, you can watch the Cowboys load up with defensive backs. Brister, close to the line of scrimmage, fires to Ouija Thompson, incomplete.
He usually makes those kind of catches. He did in that one.
Manny Hendricks was the defensive back in that area.
Ouija's in the slot. Coming off the ball, breaks to the outside. And the ball is thrown a little bit late, but thrown inside, and looked like he had a good chance to make the catch, but dropped the ball in the process. Hendricks made a good play on the ball, number 45.
Newsom comes on to punt it away. You see his numbers. Kelvin Martin deep for Dallas. Brister now 2 for 6. For Pittsburgh. Steelers taking an awful lot of time. Quick release by Newsom, bangs it out. Taken by Martin. And there is a flag. A 45-yard punt. And we'll wait on the return because there is a flag down. Gordon McCarter's our referee today.
Illegal block. Number 31 receiving team during the return. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That's Billy Owens. The rookie out of Pitt making his homecoming with a penalty. 10-7 Steelers.
Excuse me, are you the Milton Pitts?
You found him?
Terrific. You're called Washington's official barber because you shave everyone from senators to cabinet members.
Just take a look at that wall, son.
Milton, what do you shave these powerful men with, huh?
A Bic shaver.
Bic? Not your barber's razor?
That's history. Bic is the best darn shaver I've ever used.
Okay, now who's that getting shaved with Bic?
Just look for the best shaved senator on the next debate.
The Bic shaver. If it's good enough for Milton, it's good enough for you.
Heartwood Acres will be the home of tailgating, polo playing, and winter circles at the 5th Annual Family House Polo Match. Hello, I'm Stacy Smith, and whether you arrive by Rolls-Royce or station wagon, you'll be helping Family House, a home away from home for long-term care patients and their families. $7 general admission tickets will be sold at the gate, and patron passes are still available. Call 647-5818 for more information. Be sure to join me Saturday, September the 10th, for a perfect polo party.
The 30, the 20, the 10. Hold it. He's going into the party zone. It's football party time, and there's nothing better to party with than plenty of Miller beers and Fritos corn chips and Lay's potato chips. Look for the football party zone display wherever Miller beers and Fritos and Lay's chips are sold.
Fighting the ball 15 yards. Hey, my house.
Miller beers and Fritos and Lay's chips turn your home into a football party zone.